Beep, boop, beep. Hi guys, how's it going? Long time no see. Oh, it's so hot these days. Hold on, let me just open this window. Whee! Hi guys, what's new? So sorry for the delay. Thank you guys for sticking around. Just trying to get everything in order here. Long time no see. I've started my period. Today's period day. And what do we do on period day, guys? What do? We dress in red. Red theme. Everything is, well, other than, I guess my, whatever this is red. Red. Oh, Saberlike is here. Excellent. Wait. Hey, hang on a little minute. One of the buttons isn't working. Why? 1 second. Please hold. What the heck? Hold on. Please hold, please hold, please hold, please hold. Where is... There it is. Why didn't that not work? Oh, well, wonderful. Interesting. Huh, okay. Well, hey guys. Oh, we're already starting a little skew. Oh, Kyle is working. Hey, Saber. Hey, Evangelist. Hey, Cosmic. Give me 1 second. I'm feeling a little weird. Hold on. That feels better. I just wanted to see more red. More red, please. Okay. God, it's still hot, though. I don't know if it's just the hormones or what's going on, but hey, howdy, how are you? We put on something soft and comfy. Yeah, kinda. The thing when you're on your period, it, like, everything is heightened and everything's uncomfortable. You're like, take off my hair! Like, literally. Like, even this, I'm like, ah, switcheroo! But guys, we have an action-packed day today. I was a little delayed this fine day because I am working, like, bookend shift, so closed last night, and then work tomorrow, and then I've just been working a lot, so there's, preparation has been, for today's stream, has been a little, scattered. But we are here and we made it work. So, how is everybody? What is new? It is, May 7th, so we got a whole new, brand new spanking month, and I don't know about you, but that is very exciting to me. We have, Kyle, it is rough, but such is the curse of womanhood, so that's why I like to wear red on the period day, because it's almost like ceremonial, you know? It's like, honoring the rite of passage. The dreaded clopin. Oh man. Okay, so I'm also, the thumbnail of this video will change. I just didn't have time to make it the way I wanted to. So it is what it is right now. But as stated, we will be talking to Saberlike, our beloved Saberlike, who we haven't had a good sit down with for a minute. And obviously, if anybody's been in the Discord, we got a little bit of a taste of what is going on. I have asked Saberlike if he wanted to come on stream to talk about it, because I think that Saberlike is one of the most out there and brave eggs that we have, and has been speaking about this dream for such a long time that, how do I say, doing big things is gonna have like big obstacles, you know, big disappointments, big hardships, and this is kind of the first time the community has really seen one up close, other than my own. I mean, you know, I fucking bombed my shows, and I've never been invited to perform back since. So failure is a part of the process. So we're going to talk to Saber and get the details about the story, see how they're feeling, and it's just fucking awesome to talk to Saber in general. It was kind of funny because, you know, we all come in and out of the Discord. We haven't heard from Saber in a minute, and then he pops back in and is like, guys, I got a show, and you're like, what? That's crazy. So yeah, we have a lot to catch up with Saber. Also, I don't know if anybody saw, but Monochrome Aki, in the spirit of the Dream Supreme, we're going to celebrate the highs and the lows. We've also watched Monochrome Aki struggle for the past 2 years to work on their Dream Supreme, and it looks like they've completed it, so we will be looking at that. I completely failed my Dream Supreme these past 2 weeks, completely, and that's okay, because that's a part of the process, right? So, oh god, guys, boy howdy, have I been on a weird deep dive. Oh man, the deep dives I've been on. So I have a deep dive segment for you guys. Let's see. What else we got going on? How's everybody, though? While I'm thinking. Big respect for big swings. 100%. It's so funny. I feel like... Vibe check, guys. What is everyone's vibe? My vibe is a little chaos. I was feeling really prepared for the live stream and really excited about it. And then, you know, you push go, and then you're like, what am I doing? What's the point here? What are we talking about? So I'm just taking... Also, I got a hormone-soaked brain right now, so it's like... I'm kind of like having an out-of-the-body experience, and I'm feeling a little insane. Like, I just want to take this off. Like, whee! But I can't do that, obviously. Let's see, what else? Please hold. I've had kind of a breakthrough in my Dream Supreme as far as... I've been feeling so lost for such a long time. Just disconnected from anything that meant anything to me, and I've kind of had a breakthrough based off of something that happened in the last live stream that I want to talk to you guys about. First, off the top too, thank you patrons for your support, for your ongoing continued uplift and support. You guys are holding it down for me, and I just thank you so much. I feel like I'm starting to get a swing of some ideas. This last month, I did the first Eggi and Me postcard, the egg mail set, so I'm excited to explore that. I used my first e-newsletter, so excited to explore that as a new medium. This month, we're going to have a couple of Patreon only, like, random videos, so yeah, thank you guys so much. Wait, you know what I feel off about? You know what I need? This is what I need. This is what's missing. Oh, there it is. I've not had a pop yet. Yay! Okay. Saberlike says, I'm putting away our farm share. What does that mean? Farm share? Evangelist says, I got messy vibes, cooked for myself for lunch, and had a quick food coma. I'm gonna force myself to go out to a PowerPoint night tonight. Good on you, Evangelist, because you always seem to really enjoy your PowerPoints, your PowerPoint nights. You seem to flourish and shine. Kyle says the postcards are so fun. Thank you. I'm so glad. It's closer to what I want to be doing in the grand scheme. Oh, period attack. I don't like this. There. That feels better. It's just rubbing me wrong. Okay. Not sure till I get there. Saberlike says every week we get a box of fresh produce. Oh, one of those. That's really cool. Oh yeah, I got a postcard. I am so glad I made it to you in Canada. I've been having a little trouble with shipping. For some reason, some ship outs are coming back to my my post box, which is in downtown LA. So I've got to like go down there. Um, so and what was I gonna say? One got shipped and said delivered, but was not. So things, yeah, trials and errors, I suppose. But I'm so glad it made it to Canada. Those are the ones I'm especially concerned about. Like, please. And I didn't know, Evangelist, do you have to pay anything to receive those packages? Because I tried to do a lot of research on it to make sure that you just get it, but I'm not 100% sure how it works over there. Yay! Evangelist, God, I keep mixing you and Saberlike up. Saberlike has strawberries! Kyle says, I feel like I'm settling into my current situation and I'm feeling happy about it. Oh, also, I am making a giant soup cam costume for tomorrow night. Oh, is it the famed one that you talked about before? The famed one. Oh, man. Oh, man. So, let's see. I wanted to make the little Dream Supreme docket thing that pops up, but I ran out of time, so that just ain't what it is. That just ain't what it is. I feel like this is too low. I don't like showing so much of my skin. There. Clavicles only. Ash is here! Hey, Ash! Thank you for submitting your Dream Supreme, by the way. It is the famed Soup Show tomorrow night, and I'm feeling absolutely feral good about it all. So glad to hear it, Kyle. It's gonna be filmed, right? Oh, and then Vangel said, so far we are 2 for 2 on successful arrival. So far I have not had to pay any customs. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Evangelist. There's one other Canadian patron that I haven't really heard from, so I'm a little wondering. What up, Pee-wee? Hey! We love a non-derogatory feral. Oh, Kyle. Well, if it is filmed, I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to see. We would love to see. Yes, pictures, videos, anything. Take us there. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm starting to feel a little settled into my own bones. A little bit more. Yeah, this morning, it's been, speaking of feral, last night I came home and I worked the rest of the night on the Dream Supreme preparation, and then all this morning, rocketed up, and I was like, and tried to prepare the Dream Supreme stuff, but, and then so I'm so sorry that I was late. It's so funny, now that I've been wearing this mask more, I've been feeling, this is like a baby mask. This is a mask for toddlers. Like, it's so comfy, it's so deluxe, it's so easy, you know? It's a joyride. Whereas this one feels like getting into the Iron Maiden. Like, this one feels like it's a commitment because it's on your face for at least 8 hours. Or at least 5 hours. It burns your skin. You can't do anything with it, and it smells horrible. Like, it smells like what I imagine formaldehyde to smell like. So, I'm excited to fix this one up. But, I've been wearing this one, like, almost every day. It's so great. You just throw it on, take it off, run around. It's perfect. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Oh, yeah. Before the stream, I found myself experiencing a little bit of panic with this because I've been wearing that one so much. This one, I look at it, and it's like the you know that lens effect in movies where it like goes, and like the background gets far away? It's like that. Ash said, I felt silly adding to the Dream Supreme, but feeling like that is just me putting myself down anymore. Oh, God. Hey, let me tell you something. Maybe it is silly, but what's wrong with that? Life is silly. Life is inherently very silly. Have you ever seen a worm? Have you ever seen a roly-poly? The best elements of life are often silly. So I say indulge, because you have to balance out the horrors, right? And when we do something silly, I mean, what is silly, right? It's like the playful state of mind is what I think about. Something goofy, something off the beaten path that tickles you a little bit. And if we permit ourselves to enter silly territories, we invite other people to also dabble in the silliness. And that's liberation for everybody. Isn't that wonderful? So, thank you for submitting it, Ash, despite feeling those barriers towards yourself. Because everyone knows. I mean, you don't need me to tell you, but the biggest roadblock, the biggest critic, the biggest bully is ourselves. Cosmic says, I feel a little silly at first too, but thankfully the community is very encouraging, non-judgmental. I'm so glad you feel that way, Cosmic. Be silly! Nothing matters! Have fun! Have fun, man. If we have to be stuck in our meat suits for all of our duration of existence, have fun. Be silly, because, like I said, the horrors are also there. Fangela says, oh yeah, that effect is fun too. Less fun when it's happening IRL. That camera effect, I should say. Yeah, I know. God, what a change, man. I used to really, you'll see in this vlog I'm posting hopefully this week, but I used to really lean into and feel a lot of pride about self-punishment in a way, masochism. Like it was something honorable about me, I thought before, to push myself past pain, to go beyond where other people would stop, or my own personal limits. Like, if I felt pain, if I felt like an instinctive, like, this is too far, I would push past that and be like, and that became something I liked about myself. And now, due to having to, out of medical necessity, and now psychologically I'm getting on board with it, the soft life is it's changed my relationship to this mask. I'm not leaving this mask behind, but it's just going to evolve with me. I'm more comfortable with myself in goals. That's going to get a confetti pop right there. That's going to get, in fact, 2 confetti pops right there. Thank you for saying so, Ash, and for sharing your feelings about that. You know, in all of this Discord happenings, everything that happened, it was really, really heartwarming and beautiful to read from your own words, like, how you guys feel about the Discord and what it meant to you. Because it may be obvious in your own mind, but we don't know how each other feels, right? Until we have the courage to say it out loud. And just that insight into your tapestry and into the way you think and feel about things, it just was just lovely. It just was so lovely, guys. And maybe I probably don't even express what this group means to me. One day I will. I'm bad with words, but one day I will. Maybe I'll... I wish there was evangelist AI that you can ask, hey, can you say this in evangelist way? Can you say my feelings in evangelist way? Kyle says, I'm of the opinion that if we don't listen to our bodies will force us to listen. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So we are about 17 minutes in. Let me check something really quick just to be on board. Guys, I have so much for you today. Okay. Perfect. Alright, where are we at? Saber, are you still here? This is gonna be a little clunky, guys, because this situation with Saber was only thrown together in like the last 24 hours. So we're gonna do the old Discord interview system. Saber, you don't have to use video chat if you don't want to, but you can, just like we did before. And it's gonna be clunky adjusting though, because I haven't been able to adjust. If he uses his camera, I haven't been able to adjust it yet, so we're gonna be doing some live adjustment. But Kyle says, "Look, I feel if you felt that tug at your heart to pursue a dream, that in itself is valid, and there's a reason for that." I think so too. I think, you know how you look at like microenvironments, like anemones or bugs or fish or mammals. Like, you look at these little environments, these all different life forms, plants, flowers, all different life forms are compelled biologically. What's the term? Biological impairment. Like, they're just biologically compelled to do these singular missions. They're called to it without maybe obvious or spoken reason. They're just born to do this thing. And in that fulfillment of that thing, they serve a bigger purpose to the bigger ecosystems that maybe they're not aware of, as microorganisms and bugs and fish and mammals. Maybe they're not aware of it, but it's important that they fulfill that calling. Humans are so cerebral, and we have potentially this spiritual side, this metaphysical side, that we don't fully understand. There's bigger context to our existence, it kind of feels like. I wonder what larger ecosystem we serve. And when we look at like human beings on our design on like a biological level, we're, like I was saying, we're obviously so what's it called? We're not just, you know, cavemen. We're so up here. We are it's like our design is to be curious and thoughtful and investigative, what's the word for inventing? You might find today maybe a little bit more than usual. I'm having a really hard time recalling words. I don't know if it's this new medication I'm taking or what, or just the period hormone, because you can get brain fog. I have brain fog anyway, but periods definitely give you brain fog. But I'm having like really, really hard time recalling just very normal things. So, invention. Humans are obviously designed for a more cerebral utility. And so I wonder, like I said, when you look at like what thoughts are and what feelings are, just neurological signals, just technically like electrical energy, I can't help but wonder in a different dimension of life that maybe we're just not perceiving, what placement do we have in the larger cog of the larger ecosystem that we're not seeing, you know? So in that way I find thoughts, dreams, callings, intentions, I find them extremely important in a way we haven't discovered yet. Intuitive. Yeah, we're very intuitive. Okay. Hi, Loot Crate. What's going on? Boop! Salmon! Okay. Let me check out where we're at. Sorry, I just went on a weird tangent. But that's one of the reasons that I find it so important to pursue our Dream Supremes and Dream Supreme as a concept. I've been, ever since I was starting to say Dream Supreme to myself a long time ago, I still had a hard time, and still do have a hard time, articulating and connecting the dots between, and this is a concept I'm trying to explore in the comic, but the sense of like duty to fulfill a dream for like your cosmic placement, like what's a word for, you're like a cosmic appointment, you know? Like there's some purpose. If you are so possessed and driven by a vision or a daydream, that there's some sort of purpose bigger than what you're aware of. Like Van Gogh, you know, lived his entire life without ever seeing success from his work, and he would likely have had no idea that hundreds of years later he would still be spoken about, taught about, influencing and inspiring and activating that light in other people. But he dedicated his life to the vision that he had. He was acting on his biological imperative. He was being an enemy. Sorry, again, ranting. Let me catch up. Is the video glitching? No! Damn it. Okay, Saber says, yeah, give me a bit, waiting for my wife to get home, so okay, we'll probably, review Monochrome Aki's music video first, and then we'll wait for you. Stream scuff! Oh, yeah. Ash says, yay, I thought the glitches were from work Wi-Fi trying to block YouTube. No! Finding purpose is a weird cosmic journey. It is a weird cosmic journey in a cosmos that has no innate purpose. You know, or no obvious one at least. That's the thing too. Humans are unique for all of their life species, as far as we know, for creating meaning onto things. I guess there's some evidence of that in Orca, the way they put salmons on their head as hats. They put some meaning on putting a dead salmon on their head and did it collectively. But that, again, that's why I think there's something like that we haven't yet discovered that is powerful and purposeful and important and special about human intention and dreams. Not dreams like you're sleeping in dreams, although those are cool too, but I mean like Whatever gets the firing up here. Killer whales mentioned. Salmon hats mentioned. So guys, Monochrome Aki. Let me see if there's anything else. I think there was something else. Oh god, I almost got carried away. What else is new? Let's talk about our Dream Supremes. I saw a couple people submitted some Dream Supremes new. It's a new month, and we're gonna recap on the end of March's, or April's Dream Supremes, and then we will proceed. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no, itchy. Oh no, itchy. Itchy, okay. Okay. So, April Dream Supremes. We had from Sinful. Sinful has obviously been very busy with some important stuff, so we're just going to send them confetti. Their goal was to complete this by the 11th, so they still have some time. But, oh, by the way, guys, I tried to correct the Dream Supreme forms. So the way it works is you submit your Dream Supreme and it emails you back a copy of your form that you submitted, so you have access to your details, like what you put for your Dream Supreme in the next 2 weeks. I modified it so you would get your Dream Supreme, you would get the next step, you would get all the details that you submitted. For some reason, the version that is emailed to you is still this one that doesn't have all the information. It has your overarching Dream Supreme and then your obstacles and then your timeline, but it doesn't have like your commitment for the next 2 weeks. It doesn't have the details. So I need to work on that today. I don't know what's happening. And also there is a check out your Dream Supreme button and it leads nowhere. So I need to figure out how to take that somewhere and build and make like a little directory of your ever submitted Dream Supremes. So just letting you know, I am now aware of it, and I'm going to be working on that. So, okay, back to Dream Supreme. So these were submitted in April. Sin says, my Dream Supreme this month is to finish line work on my PNG tuber and finish the base boat commission I'm working on, which we saw like 2 live streams ago, which was incredible. So stunning. So I can hopefully start work on the characters in it. Oh, I love their art so much. Obstacles, procrastination, physical disability, draining me and lowering my spoon capacity. Ain't that the truth? I'm sure we can all relate to that. Hopefully Sin, even amidst their personal and family struggles, hopefully they are finding some time to work on their Dream Supreme. Okay, and then next. So yeah, confetti pop to our beloved. Okay, wait. Did it not? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. We have Cosmic. Cosmic wanted to complete this by the end of last month, and I think that they were busy, but it was to learn and perfect a new song on piano. Timing is something I really struggled to get right. I often play things a little too fast and either lose my place or completely miss a beat or two. A large reason for me wanting to properly learn a full song this month is so I can finally pace myself properly, which is totally understandable. Yeah. How are you feeling, Cosmic? Have you had any practice on your piano? By the way, guys, at the end of this stream, I'm going to be filling out a Dream Supreme form, but I probably recommend actually don't fill out a Dream Supreme form until I fix the website, and I'll post on Discord when it's ready. Shay is here! Dude, Shay is in Germany right now. Are you still in Germany? Or are you back yet? Shay has been on an adventure. Nice to see you, Shay. And Shay's birthday is coming up. You're in Germany! Reporting live from Germany! Woo! That's so awesome. Hey, Shay, if you have any pictures and videos, I'm sure we would love to hear about your adventure when you come back. We can do a live stream if you want. I love adventure recapping. But yeah, I don't know if Cosmic is still here, but I am, we'll move on for now. Oh, Cosmic says, I didn't do this, unfortunately. I've been getting a lot of practice in. A lot of things I was previously struggling with, I'm much more comfortable with. Hey, let's fucking go. That's a crucial, important, fun, foundational step. What are some things that you were struggling with before that you're getting comfortable with now? Let me rephrase that question. What are some things that... Yeah, I'm going to say the exact same thing. what are some of the things that you were struggling with that you're more comfortable with now? Protein. We're just talking with Cosmic and we're waiting for a second. So I just realized I'm just here drinking in silence. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Oh man. Okay. Cosmic says for piano specifically, I was playing every key much too heavily. Oh, interesting. So you're getting like some technique down. Kyle says, do you have a favorite piece you're playing? And Shay just laughs at us. Cosmic says that and learning how to properly use pedals has been my main focus. Ooh, oh. You know, I've only ever learned like the sustain pedal. I don't know anything about any others. That's awesome, Cosmic. Are you enjoying playing it more? Are you feeling more like connected to the pieces? It's so cool to see you start a new hobby that you've always wanted to do and gain a relationship with it. That's what makes life fulfilling. Putting stuff in our knowledge baskets and learning and putting things in our head. You know? By the way, I got this from Japan. This top. I love it so much. Man, I have so many exciting things to talk to you guys about. So many exciting things. I'm just trying to pace it, I guess. While Cosmic answers, oh, here he is. Or they. I'm really enjoying it, though I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I usually leave my lessons disappointed that I'm not progressing at the rate I want it to be, or want to be. Oh, I remember you having similar sentiments at the gym. I remember you also mentioning that you were in therapy for a while, right? Are you still? Is this something that you work on with your therapist? And if so, how's that going? The pressure to perform, it's so funny. This affects relationships, this affects romance across the board, whether it's romance in relationships or whether it's romance in your life, passion in general. Nothing sucks the fun out of anything other than self-imposed pressure or externally imposed pressure, but it just kills the passion and the romance, you know? And I know it sounds like I'm talking about relationship because it can be applied to relationship. I'm talking specifically about, like, for example, painting. When I just forget about everything, say, hey, I'm going to dedicate the whole evening to painting, I don't care how it comes out, then you're in step with the process of the craft, and then it's fun. But when I'm looking at it like, oh no, that's the wrong move, oh no, that's the wrong move, oh, I can't do anything right, I don't know how to paint, then it gets frustrating and painful. Kyle says that's so real. Like, managing expectations is such a hard thing to do. Cosmic says it's something I struggle with a lot. I struggle with in a lot of areas of my life. I'm noticing. It's something I'm working on. I'm glad to hear that you're aware of it, because I can imagine that once that element is kind of worked through for you, or at least you build like a pathway through it, then life is going to open up for you in a way that's going to, I think, as evident with anything that we've seen from you so far. You know, when you set your mind on something, you've done it. Like, you wanted to learn archery, you did it. You wanted to learn music, you did it. And those aren't easy things. They're expensive, they're time-sucking, and they're agonizing in terms of the way it makes us confront how we feel about ourselves in the presence of other people too. Like, I have a big fear about that, you know, messing up in front of somebody else. actually trying my best and messing up in front of somebody else. Depends on what it is, but you've done it, you know. So I can I can envision a version of reality in which you go to a piano class and you leave feeling exhilarated, excited for the next lesson, and focused on what there is to improve on. And I'm sorry at this moment that it's still painful for you. But I think that you're gonna get there. I think it's gonna be fun one day. I feel that way about my job. I always leave my job every day feeling like a total fucking failure, even if I did my absolute best. And even if I did objectively okay or well. It's funny how that is, isn't it? So in the same way, I should ask myself to try to envision a version of reality in which I leave my job feeling awesome and complete and concluded and solid. Why do we have to tear ourselves down? Is it so that we get ahead of the curve and we tear ourselves down so it doesn't hurt when someone else does it? Does it make us feel like we're taking accountability for ourselves by beating ourselves up? So that the world knows that we are aware of how much we suck. Is that what it is? What is up with that? Saberlike says progress is almost invisible in real time. It's harder to see until you look back and see how far you've come. 100%. And especially when you haven't made progress in a really long time. It can feel like a full stop. But even glass is water, you know? Or glass is liquid. Even if you can't see it, it is moving. Oh yeah, Cosmic, you're awesome. You super rock. And Kyle says, I've been trying to write down my tasks for work and then sort of compiling all the successes for the day. That's awesome. I was just thinking about that yesterday, Kyle. I was like, you know what? What? I don't at all take account for what I did do right. All I do is look at my to-do list and see what I didn't do. What the fuck is up with that? How am I ever going to be happy with that? Kyle says, I think both of those things, Yolk, and then maybe two, we've been taught that exceptionalism can be seen as prideful. It really helps to see what you have done. Yeah, exceptionalism can be seen as prideful. That's true too. That's true too. Boasting about yourself feels uncomfy. Or can. It's funny because I've heard people boast about themselves in a way that I find inspiring before too, because it doesn't come with like ego and it doesn't come with tearing somebody else down. It comes with like, wow, they're really up to cool stuff. That's so awesome. Like I love it when people tell me what they're working on. That's maybe my favorite conversation to have. It's because I find it inspiring. And then also I feel like, well, then I can also talk about what I'm working on and they will understand and not look down on me for being boastful. Interesting. But it does help to see what you've done. Sometimes it can be painful to see what you have done because then you realize, oh, that was so long ago. What have I done in the last 2 years? You know, not that that's a helpful perspective. It's such a mind game, isn't it? It's all up here. Cosmic says, maybe my next dream supreme should be less ambitious. I intentionally set goals that are unachievable to push me as far as I possibly can, but I think that just leaves me disappointed. I feel the same way, Cosmic. You know, why not try it? I wonder if it would make you feel better. You know what though? It's funny, I'm actually working on a notepad design right now that instead of, I just had one, hold on. Instead of this, the first notepad thing I made, this one, instead of this, where it's like just this long list, I'm gonna make one with only four options, and it's to really get something done. Like, because you know when it feels good? What feels better? Having a list full of things that get kind of chaotic and then like hard to see, and then some of them are achieved, and then most of them are not, just due to volume. It's almost setting yourself up for failure, honestly. But or having a list where everything is checked off. So I think the idea of setting expectations to an achievable level is something worth exploring. Shay says, yeah, talking with other confident people about project is great indeed. Isn't it? Like, I love talking to Shay about what they are working on. It's not to gush about you, Shay, but my friendship with you is one of the most, if not the most, fulfilling friendships I've ever developed closely, because we are always working on something. And if we're not working on something, we're dealing with something. And I find listening to you about your music and your music videos and life in general very inspiring. Kyle says, yeah, that's been a hard lesson for me to learn. Like, starting it in a way of like, I'm really proud of the work and effort I've put into. Well, I did not read English. Hold on. Yeah, that's been a really hard lesson for me to learn. Like, stating it in a way of like, I'm really proud of the work and effort that I put into it. Oh, I gotcha. It is. That's a muscle I need to develop for happiness. Evangelist says, I think it's a big personal hurdle to navigate, trying to figure out how to be proud of yourself guiltlessly. Yeah. I can have moments of recognizing something about myself and like feeling good about it. But I think the balance of those moments and the moments that I'm tearing myself down are greatly out of balance. Like, I almost cried at work yesterday because I don't know what I was thinking. I got the day wrong on a very important doctor's appointment tomorrow. My first rheumatologist appointment that I've been trying to get a referral for years. Or to get to this point. The referral was a year, but tried to get to this point for years. So my appointment is tomorrow, and I thought it was on a different day. And it occurs at the same time I'm supposed to go to work. So I had to talk to my boss yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, is there any way, I have a dilemma. And I just kept apologizing. And then one of my other bosses said, it's not your fault. And I said, but it actually is. Like, I just got the day wrong. It is. And they were like, it's not your fault. You have to go to the doctors. It's not your fault you're sick. And when he said that to me, I was like, I almost started crying. Because the internalized guilt, the internalized constant, like, what's it called? I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, try to be proud of yourself, guiltlessly, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Shay says, Cosmic, I relate. Sometimes I think it would motivate me, but then I end up feeling overwhelmed. 100%. Cosmic said the current notepad is rad as well. I can absolutely see less spaces being good as well. I'm glad that you like the current one, and hopefully the new one. It's so funny. I'm really child-proofing a lot of the things that I'm working on now. Before I had the standard calendar book, the Eggi calendar book. I'm making one now that is just in 2-week increments. All you have to do is plan for 2 weeks, for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Simple. Because before I would plan the whole month out, and then I would get lost and confused and frustrated and ineffective because I would fill out the month, and then if anything deviates from the plan, you can't erase it. You can try to use whiteout pen, but it doesn't work. It looks gunky. And then it just throws everything off. So, anyway. Yeah, I think the new pad will feel more focused, and it'll be extra cute. Ash says, I do the billing for some rheumatologists. Oh, shit. Wishing you a small bill that your insurance pays. Yeah, luckily, Ash, because of my income level in California, or I think any state, but in California they have a pretty good one. There's a standard of health insurance. So I have what's called Medi-Cal. It's a free insurance for people under a certain income bracket, and I am just I know it doesn't look like it, but I am like really, really real low poverty level. So, um, yeah, big shout out to my boss for being so empathetic. I was shocked. I was like, what? What? Hell yeah, brother. But that's crazy, Ash, that you do billing for some rheumatologist. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to get that. I have some medical updates too that we're gonna get to later, but that's not what this is about. Cosmic, thank you for sharing your Dream Supreme with us, and I think it's fantastic that you submitted your Dream Supreme, because submitting a Dream Supreme, while we aim to accomplish the Dream Supreme, it's actually not about accomplishing the Dream Supreme. It's about being in action. It's about being in action. It's about being in the thought and in the pursuit of what makes us feel passionate and learning along the way. It's not actually about completing it, because while you strived to complete it, what you ended up doing was practicing. You still practiced. You still actually gained an even more important element to the long career you'll have playing piano, or the long relationship you'll have playing piano. You what's it called? You gained a way more, in my opinion, important element, which is a technique and a deepening of your relationship to playing piano, because you practice it and you're learning about like the pedals and the pressure on the keys. You know, you're getting that feel. So it is. Thank you for submitting your Dream Supreme, and thank you for giving yourself a chance. And then Vangelis, this is from the last month. It was, oh wait. Yes, last month. Vangelis says, I am hoping to film, edit, release 2 LA panel videos, and also stop having horrific sore throat. How's that sore throat? I did see you post about some videos in the Discord, but I haven't seen what they were. We should watch them. What, how are you doing in your Dream Supreme, Vangelis? And I'm gonna go back to silently sipping. Vangelis says, I got hella close. Did you? What happened? What did you do? My sore throat is gone. Thank heckin' hell. That's awesome. That's a big fucking win right there. Vanessa says, it wasn't all on the timeline, but I got the second review video out of the 2. Okay, right. The second review video out of the 2, and the 3 LA panel video edits done. Yay! Woo! Oh, Cosmic, I forgot to give you a confetti pop. That one's for Cosmic. In fact, another one for Cosmic. Okay, but also another one for Vangelis for 2 videos. And then 2 out of the 3 LA panel videos edits done. That's... Thank the heckin' hell is so funny to Kyle, as it was to me as well. Thank heckin' hell. But also, Vangelis, that's such a heavy edit load. Congratulations. It would be really great to watch some of that today on stream. And you know, again, like the timeline is a goalpost, but you know that old saying, aim for the moon, land among the stars. Yeah. This one is also Vangelis. It's the same one, but I put it there because I didn't know if it was the same one, and then I learned that it is. So, yay! So that was last month, and now this month, Vangelis said one of the panels is getting uploaded by somebody else, and I don't know what they're doing with it right now, but I credited myself as editor on it. So as long as they don't mess up my edit, ayo, that would be fun to see too. Yeah, hopefully your credit goes through. For May, we have Ash, straight up. Let me move this over. Here? Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Ash. And they go by Tooth Droid as well. What is your dream supreme for this month? I've been interested in DJing for a couple of years now, but never did anything about it because of fear that my ADHD will make me drop it once it starts getting hard. But I am determined to at least... Oh wait, this hurts my eyes. I have to move it over here. I'm sorry. Okay. I know it's fucked up because it looks like I'm looking over here, but... Where are my eyes? Where are my eyes? But I'm determined to at least reach out to friends about going over things they wish they knew their first year. That is interesting. What a smart thing to do. To gain that preemptive insight from people that have already experienced it. 2, what goals do you want to accomplish in the next 2 weeks towards that dream supreme? I want to start setting up friend dates where I can pick up. Sorry guys, I have a mouthful of canker sores right now. Whenever I have my periods, I just get these canker sore outbreaks. And no, it's not cold sores. It's not like the normal. It's not. Yeah, it's canker sores. But I break out with like cluster, so it's on my tongue and on my lips, and it's like blah, blah, blah. It makes it hard to speak because they're scraping against my braces. But I want to set up a friend date. I want to set up. Fuck. I can read. I want to start setting up friend dates where I can pick their brains, get advice, and maybe get help for budgeting for an introduction to popular tools in 2025. What a cute way. I love the idea of friend dates, and especially collaborative friend dates like that to learn and gain the insights and wisdoms. That sounds really cool. Which steps will you focus on first? Reaching out to friends and not being scared of them or their opinions. Solid. What are some obstacles you'll have to overcome? Myself, my ADHD, my self-deprecation, my lack of motivations on things I actually want to do. Solid. Solid, Ash. Solid Dream Supreme. Thank you for sharing your Dream Supreme with us. Guys, we got another hatching egg here. Now, I think, is this your first Dream Supreme submission, Ash? I feel like maybe you did one before too, or two. But to start a new interest that you've long held in your heart, such as DJing, and then being so brave to even think about reaching out to your friends. That's a solid plan. That's a solid plan for success. Starting there, talking to your friends who have already experienced it and done it. And also to bond your friendships closer too. I just think that is such a great... It was your first, you were scared, baby. You were also brave, baby. Yeah, cool snaps. Okay. Ash says, oh no, I'm perceived. I know. Believe it or not, I also feel anxiety about being perceived. Okay, Kyle's gonna be AFK, and they'll be here in the background. Yeah, Shay, I fucking hate cancers. Cancer? I also hate cancer. Oh, yeah, you did say cancer sores. I hate cancer sores. Kyle says also, I think that awareness of that particular ADHD aspect is such a strong start. Yeah, definitely. Knowing what you're dealing with can give you the opportunities to figure out ways around it or how to cope with it. Good luck, Ash. Can't wait to hear how it turns out, says Cosmic. 100%. I love hearing about your dreams, guys. Oh, I love it. It gets me out of bed. Okay. Oh, Shay's gotta go to sleep. Bye, Shay. Time zone. I know I wasn't very present, but I want to say hi. Shay, you were so present. And I hope you're having an amazing journey in Germany. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Get some good sleep. Bye. Oh, Shay, if you're interested, we're going to be reviewing Night Feather. Or not reviewing, but looking at it and witnessing Night Feather. One of our Eggies finally completed their song and music video, so I don't know if you'll find that inspirational, but I know I will. So that's going to be on here. So bye, Shay. Have a great time. Thanks for stopping in. Ash says, thank y'all. It was so cool seeing you guys work on things and even update us when something doesn't go the way you anticipated. It's very comforting. You hear that, Saber? Do you hear that? 100%. It's, to be up close to a situation in which arguably, or maybe inarguably, maybe the worst case scenario happened, the thing that we're afraid of. We will come through, and Saberlike will come through, and we are here for them, and we believe in them, and we support them. It's What a topic. I know. Seriously, what a topic. Oh, POS Panda. Hi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, POS Panda. Yeah. Okay, so Ash. Okay, cool. Saberlike. We're just gonna finish up with the Dream Supremes, and then we will do our thing. So excited. Where are we? Yes, Ash. But great Dream Supreme. If you want me to email this to you, Ash, I can, because I'm not sure the email you got from submitting the form included all this. I have to fix it. It's still... Yeah, you still, Ash. Don't worry. But if you want me to email you this picture here, let me know, because... Like I said, the form, for some reason, that you get sent doesn't include everything. So I need to fix that. But anyway. Hello. No worries, POS Panda. Would you believe that I was an hour late to my own thing? Hello. No worries at all. Thank you for being here. In fact, confetti pop to you. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Yes, Ash, though, just to conclude, okay, yes, I will email it to you. Let me just do that really quick. But to conclude, Ash, very, very, very excited to see a new ember in your heart, and I'm sure we will watch it take flight. Guys, I'm just gonna email Ash real quick, send them this little thing, and if anybody else wants a copy of theirs, let me know. Your dream. Oh, actually, let me do this. That's gonna be better. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. How do I freaking... Oh, there's the button. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Where are we? All right. So, Mistake Boy submitted one. It's because I haven't figured out a better way to do anything. We're gonna read it like this. Okay. Mistake Boy says, what is your dream supreme? UI and music development for the typing rhythm game I'm developing with my friend. Typing a rhythm game, that's so fucking cool. What goals do you want to accomplish in the next 2 weeks for the dream supreme? 1. Mock up all the relevant UI pages and elements to pass on to a real UI, living and breathing UI person. Menu screens, fonts, developing any kind of aesthetic consistency for reference to shape the game a bit more into the hands of a professional. That is so exciting. I love, wait, Ash, solid about, well, Ash, what are you sorry about? You have nothing to be sorry about, Egg. We're grateful for you. But Mistake Boy, oh man, I'm gonna update you guys on something a little bit later, but UI is something I've been thinking a lot about. And so I would love to see, Mistake Boy, what sort of yummy custom UI elements you've been working on. I'm sure though, I would love to see just how you map something like that out, you know? That's something I'm struggling with. But how exciting. Music development. This includes writing tracks and lyrics, why are they in quotations, as well as generating a specific MIDI file, which feeds the game information about the rhythmic mechanic. Oh, that's going to be so interesting and complicated. Which step will you focus on? I bet Onokyo would have a lot of insight about that too, because their game's relationship to music. Which step will you focus on first? Because I am much more proficient in music making component, I'm going to try to knock out as much UI stuff as I can. However, I'm realistically going to be working on both aspects in tandem. What are some? That's a solid idea. Do the hard thing up front, and that way, once you get that out of the way, all you'll have to do is what you already are comfortable with. You'll be like, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Owie. Okay, let's see. Oh, shit, fuck. Oh, sorry. Okay. What are some obstacles you'll have to overcome? I don't really have any experience with UI. I've been setting up and making some documentation on observations about UI from games that I think are relevant. Basically, my plan is making a big mood board to guide my first attempts at things like a main menu, setting screen, song selection, and the actual layout of the gameplay. And they want to accomplish this by May 31st. Okay, so they're giving themselves a month. By the way, I generally recommend on this new form to give yourselves 2 weeks and only put on the form. You can, like, up here on the top where it says, what is your dream supreme for the month? Put the month, and then you're supposed to break it down into 2 weeks and then have that be the goal. But it doesn't matter. That's just what I'm suggesting to make it more useful, because then there's a little bit more of an urgency in your own heart to complete it by the next dream supreme. But this is awesome. I cannot wait to see what they're working on. Oh yeah, what was the timeline for Ash? By July. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. That makes sense for your goal too, because it's Ash. Because the grandness, the bigness, the totality of it will probably take anyway. And so thank you, Mistake Boy. Confetti popped the mistake. Oh, bye. Oh, hello, goodbye. Okay. Okay. And this one's mine, I think. Yes. Okay. So, it does not have to be this big and crazy. It just doesn't. Okay. Okay. It's me! What is your dream supreme for this month? Finish Dream Day tutorial. And I submitted this at the end of last month, so in preparation for this month. Finish Dream Day tutorial. My big goal for this month was finish Dream Day's tutorial. I have 2 of them. Finish Softside song. Design and make Dream Day Patreon quarterly stationery set. Edit Softside's music video. Design Softside's merch. Do a video game live stream. Post vlogs weekly. Design Square Dream Supreme themed 2-week calendar. Those are the big ones. And I'm actually kind of confident that I'll be able to get most of these, if not all, done. What is your goal that you want to accomplish in the next 2 weeks towards that Dream Supreme? Record voiceovers for Dream Day tutorials, because I edit them on my phone and then I do the voiceovers for them. I've already edited them. I just need to do the voiceovers, but I generally hate doing voiceovers for some reason. So I like them, but I also get stressed out. So I've been putting it off. So my goal, I set this 2 weeks ago. My goal was to record voiceovers between now and, okay, let me start. My goal from the last Dream Supreme live stream to accomplish by today was record voiceovers for Dream Day tutorials and edit them, mix and master soft sides or ask one with nothing for help, start to edit soft sides music video, film a vlog, design 2-week dream calendar. And the first thing I was going to work on is the Dream Day tutorials. What are my obstacles? Not getting distracted by soft sides. When do you want to accomplish your goal? Guess what? Got distracted by soft sides. More than that though, actually. So, I did film a vlog. I took 2 whole days, if not 3, to film and edit a vlog, and I'm working on that now. So that's gonna come out soon. And I didn't make the post a vlog a week challenge, but I'm close. It's almost done. So I don't know about once a week. We'll see. I don't know if I have enough going on for once a week. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway. So, kinda. And I did not do the voiceovers for Dream Day because I've been working on the vlog, which is voiceover heavy. So I didn't even touch the Dream Day tutorial. Because on my phone, I have very limited space for videos. And the editing software I use, either all your footage is in the cloud and you can only have actually physically on your phone a limited amount of videos, and you need to have those videos local on your phone to edit them in the software. So I can only edit 1 video at a time. So I'm choosing to do the vlog first because it's more time sensitive, but then it's going to be the Jacaranda Dream Day tutorials, because Jacarandas are just now starting to bloom. Like, they're just about to. So we've got to hustle on Dream Day. I didn't mix or do anything with soft sides of the song, but I have started the music video edits, and I have the first verse and part of the chorus edited, like rough cut footage. There's so much footage to go through though. I still have to do the intro, but it's coming along so cool, and I'm really, 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 really excited to have a new music video and new song. I did design the 2-week dream calendar, and guess what? depends on when I get it done. But I'm thinking the cover of the 2-week dream calendar, it's going to be in celebration of Dream Day, and it's going to have all the Eggies, all of us on a picnic blanket under a jacaranda tree with like Dream Day food and stuff. It's going to be like a very pastel, pretty, colorful, Sonorio-esque like Dream Day scene. Random guy, what up? Where Humpty? That is random. Itchy. Okay. Itchy. So I did not do the main thing that was on my Dream Supreme. You hear that, guys? You hear that, Cosmic? I did not complete any of it. I completed none of it. But oh my god, my nose itches. 1 second. Random guy heard he fell off a wall. Well, you probably didn't heard what? You probably didn't hear that he also was put back together again. Actually, I think I eat my words on that. I think the story ends that he doesn't. All the king's horses and all the all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again. Isn't that the way it goes? Awful. Hear ye, read all about it. Humpty fell off a wall. Okay. Sorry. So, I'm still on track, though, roughly, to complete my Dream Supreme for the month. And that feels pretty cool. It's the brand new month. We're only 1 weekend. Anything can happen this month, guys. Anything that you simply just put your little sweet eggy brain onto, you can accomplish. Yeah. So we'll see about that. We'll see about this. Anyway, that's my Dream Supreme. We're here, guys. I don't know how Saberlike is feeling. Okay, compliments, he said. I don't know if he's ready yet. Let's see what else we got. You got this. Thanks, Cosmic. And even if I don't got this, what I got was next week. What I got is still time. Last I heard, he robbed a bank with an orange cat. What? What is this? What kind of lore is that? Okay. Do you need more time, Saber? It's okay if you do. I can go on to something else. No problem at all. I'll just do a quick medical update, guys. So, a lot of you guys know I've been struggling a lot with medical stuff. It has ruined my life for the last few years with increased shitness levels. I had my first psychiatrist appointment last week. I am now on anti-anxiety meds. That's been interesting. I talk more about it in the vlog, so I'll leave it to that. But yesterday I had a follow-up with my general doctor, the doctor kind of responsible for the whole care and like giving referrals and stuff, following up on ovary scans I had, following up on blood work, and then I still have an endocrinologist and a rheumatologist. Tomorrow I have my first rheumatologist appointment, and I still have a therapist that I have to organize with. So what was interesting, oh, cool. Kyle says, thinking on Dream Supreme, I think I have something cooking for next month. Kyle, tell us. What was interesting, though, is when I got these ovarian scans done a month or two ago, I was in one of the most painful periods, not periods as in period of time, I mean. I was in a painful time, one of the most painful times for my ovary area that I've had in a really long time. And so when I went to go get these scans done, I was relieved because I was like, thank God the timing lined up that we're getting images of whatever is happening right now, because it is so insufferable. I can't wait to find out what this is. Come to find out, you do that billing too. Oh my God. Come to find out, it's 'cause I just heard it from my doctor yesterday. Every scan that I've had for the past 10 years has been so consistent, and your ovaries are so jam-packed and full of giant cysts. Like that has been the status quo. This time, she was like, you only have one small cyst in your ovary. Your ovaries actually look really good right now. Huh. And I was like, what the fuck? Then what the hell is happening? Then what the hell is even kind of happening? But because my blood work also looks crazy, you know, for the antititers and inflammation markers, and it's just, so she was like, she said, you're very perplexing. I have no idea what's going on. So we're going to do all these different tests and try to figure out all these different things. So rheumatologists, it's all pointing towards still endometriosis, autoimmune disease, and what's it called? What is it called? Maybe a GI issue. It could also just, if not endometriosis, it could be a GI issue. So we're getting closer, but it's going to be another 6 to 8 month stint of like testing and waiting. And it's really hard when you have an invisible condition like this, because it really, it's brutal on your life. I know a lot of you guys know that. And then it's invisible and nobody sees it or can understand it. And so you're just in a state of guilt because you can't really explain yourself, you know? All you have to show for yourself is like that you're sucking in life, that you're just like unable to perform like other people, unable to do jobs well. Anyway, Kyle says, yes, I'm not feeling like May is not the time, but I think June. I'm going to start by trying sewing and such. I want to make a poncho for my favorite D&D characters I cosplay him. Kyle! This feels like it makes sense. You and sewing just kind of makes sense. I cannot wait to see your fabled poncho. I said you're listing every specialty I can help Bill for. Get in here. Oh, man. Wait, Ash, are you in LA County? I forgot. My son's mom is dealing with the exact same thing. Yeah, it's very, a lot of this stuff is common. What I'm afraid of, and this is the panic I felt in the doctor's office yesterday. The degree I have been in, the pain I've been experiencing has been so severe the past few months. So severe. I can't even sleep throughout the night because I just wake up with these seizing, sharp, stabbing pain attacks throughout the night, at least 4 times a night. And you can't do anything about it but like scream in silence because you don't want to like wake your partner up and try to unfurl your body because it curls like a conch shell. You're like, fucking ow. And so to be sitting in the office after waiting, 4 months. After some testing, and then the results still are, still don't know. And the thing that you at least, it almost feels like something is taken away, because consistently, every single time, my ovaries, it's been obvious, yeah, your ovaries are deformed and fucked, like, that makes sense. That was at least one sort of answer I could hang my hat on and explain to people. But now when all this pain is happening and it's not related to that, in fact, they've never been better, then I'm like, well, what the fuck? Feels like a step backwards. But I know it's not. It just feels like that in the moment because I'm eager and I want answers and I want to heal and I want to go back to who I was, But it's more long term than that. Oh, Saberlike says I can't get into the Neighbor channel. Okay, Saber, no problem. That's because I haven't opened it. Let me open it, and then, guys, give me 1 second. Anyway, thanks for listening to my journeys with medical stuff. Oh, let me just add this one last thing. Let me invite Saber again. Saber. Okay, Saber, I sent you an invite. It should show up in your DMs. But, being diagnosed with PTSD diagnosis is old, but being diagnosed with depression and anxiety and getting treatment for it, I am on the path in the mentality of finally getting some answers about some things and actually having a method to like work on it and heal. And that's my focus in life right now. For the past year, it's been like a slow disintegrating of my well-being and without answers, just falling apart and losing access to things in life that made me me and made me understand me. And now I have answers for something that was a huge component of it, which is a psychological component. So I'm focused entirely on healing, and I feel so happy and so excited that that feels possible, because PTSD is going to be a lifelong issue, I think. But the depression and the anxiety, they are, I can see a version of me beyond this. So, with the help of professionals, with the help of some medication, I am on my way, guys. On my way. Um, PS Panda 2, I am so sorry that your son's mom is dealing with the exact same thing. I didn't mean to touch on that and then go. I am so sorry about that. Does she have any sort of diagnosis or any sort of answers for herself? And Kyle says it's a poncho that looks like it's made of magnolia flowers. Wait a minute, what does this sound? Didn't you say, Kyle, that if you were to make a mask, you would want to make it out of flowers like that? That sounds super cool, though. Kyle also says, like, with a diagnosis, you could at least say this is why things are hard. Exactly. Random guy says, when is the YOLKNESS multiverse saga dropping? Funny you should ask. I have an update about that. A direction about that. Thanks for asking. Fun, this actually ties into my Dream Supreme. I'll mention it briefly. Let me make sure Saber is on his way, though. Oh! I'm sorry, Saber. Okay. Join. Hi! Oh, wait.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Your room looks sick. Nice to see you. I know you can't see me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
How the fuck? How does this? God. Wait, are we video chatting in, like, the DM? Or is this in the voice channel?
Yeah. It's in the DM. I couldn't get on the voice channel.
Oh shit. God. I'm sorry.
I think after the last time I was in there, you might have excluded me from the channel. Just something.
Oh, if I'm doing it.
Done with it. So that's why I think it's not showing
up. Can anybody hear Saber? Wait, Saber, talk for a second.
Hello.
Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. I'm a professional. I am a professional. Give me 1 second. My brain's a little scrambled. Okay, so I got you here. We're going to bring you in. Are you guys ready for a stream scramble? For what is it called? Stream roughing, scraping, scuffing, stream scuffing. Evangelist knows what I'm talking about. Mistake Boy is here. It is Wednesday, and Saber's being quiet. I know. Don't worry, I'm gonna turn his volume up. You do hear Saber. Okay, so we're gonna go over.
Turn the mic up a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Here, talk a little bit more, Saber.
Hello. I'm adjusting the stuff on my end too here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm able to adjust you on this end.
Is that better? Oh,
let me ask the chat really quick.
Cool.
Are you guys getting a double of me? I just want to make sure. In the meantime, we're gonna go to the interview room. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to be seen, Saber?
Sure. Why not?
I am so excited! Here we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, let the stream scuffing begin. Hold on, Saber. Let me just fix your camera. Don't move. You're perfect. Oh, that's me. Whoops. You're perfect. Don't move. Don't even think about moving. Okay, hold on. I know how to do things. I know. So goofy. Hold on. No. Oh, I know what's happening. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, stream scuffing.
All right. No worries.